Welcome to my first, and likely only, review of something that isn't an overly complex children's card game. The thing I'm reviewing is not a game, but a show. Wander Over Yonder. So why am I reviewing a cartoon out of nowhere? Well, it's not because it's my favorite show. Well, it is, but that's not why I'm doing it. Well, it is, but that's not the only reason why I'm doing it. Wander Over Yonder suffered a cancellation at the hands of the Disney executives by getting the rug pulled out from underneath it because 2 seasons were enough. I'll get into that later, but the point is there's this campaign going on called Save WOY, and this is my, I guess, contribution to it, kind of? I mean, it spread some awareness at least, and if you want to help, you can sign that there petition with over 40,000 signatures so far. Again, I'll get more into that later. Anyway, I'm going to be reviewing all 80 episodes of the 2 seasons of this amazing cartoon, giving cute little remarks on certain parts of them, dropping some trivia and behind the scenes stuff, and all the while shoehorning in unfunny jokes and references and shamelessly self-advertising. So if listening to some dude talk about a cancelled cartoon for over 2 hours, and that's being generous on the expected time, sounds appealing to you, then stick around as we wander from episode to episode on a weird and whimsical journey. Please note that these videos will contain spoilers. I highly recommend you watch the show beforehand, but if you made it this far into the vid, chances are you already have done so, are curious and need the incentive to check it out, or just don't give 2 shits. The point is, if you don't want to be spoiled, you can dump a movie's worth of your time into watching something else. One more thing, these videos fall under fair use. I'm not taking credit for the source material, I'm not trying to make a profit off of it, and I'm not showing the full episodes. These are just clips from the show and I'm reviewing and riffing purely for entertainment purposes. So enough with the intros, let's wander into this galaxy already. Okay, not just yet. We need the obligatory cute pitch like you would find on the back of a cover of a book first. Wander Over Yonder is a show created by Craig McCracken about a furry orange spoon and his horse, lizard, kangaroo, camel going on adventures around the galaxy and helping people in need, all the while trying to stop Darth Skeletor, Marvin the Martian, and their army of Death Force Gotchaborgs. Okay, in all seriousness, this show takes place in a weird and wacky galaxy filled with heroes and villains alike, and the main cast is split down the middle between these two, Wander and Sylvia, as well as Lord Hader and Commander Peepers. Wander is the furry orange southern dude, and he goes around helping people in need and spreading joy throughout the galaxy. What sets him apart from other protagonists is he is a complete pacifist, yet despite that, he is able to get himself out of any danger and stop any villain, all without making a fist. Also, he's completely positive and upbeat, able to see the brightest in the darkest hours. Well, usually. He may come across as some annoying, oblivious idiot, but he is actually very cunning and clever. Although just how cunning and clever is intentionally left ambiguous. Despite all of this, Wander has his share of flaws, like a severe lack of self-control, and his desire to help anyone in need can sometimes bite him in the butt. His past and just how he is able to help so many people in so many ways is another trait about him that is intentionally made a mystery. But the show does drop hints every once in a while, and these glimpses into his history and psyche are interesting to say the least. Sylvia is the blue horse with feathers, and she is Wander's best friend and steed. However, she is more than just some mount. Sylvia is a rough and tough gal who isn't afraid to get her hands dirty, but she does have a soft side. She provides a great contrast to Wander. While he is an idealistic pacifist, she is more cynical and loves to fight and laughs in the face of danger. Sylvia tries to protect Wander and keep him from doing anything stupid or crazy, but this almost never works. She often finds herself just going along with what he's doing and bailing him out when he gets himself into trouble. I really dig their platonic relationship, and they complement each other's views and flaws very well. Their friendship is surprisingly complex for a show like this, and it becomes very apparent in the more dramatic moments of the show. Also, they fit together like friggin' puzzle pieces when they hug. That's so cutely designed that it's brilliant. Lord Hader is the skeleton man in the, not really, bloody cloak, and is the main antagonist of the show. Or rather, the main protagonist, as you can make a good argument for. Despite his intimidating appearance, he acts more like an awkward teenager than anything menacing. Despite that, he still has a vast army and incredible electrical powers and is a very effective villain. Well, at least before Wander came into the picture. The orange guy just goes around saving and protecting the inhabitants of the planets Hater has either taken over, is in the process of taking over, or is planning on taking over. You would think he would just take these losses in stride and just go conquer one of the hundreds of other planets in the galaxy, right? Nope. Now he focuses most of his time not on villainy, but trying to destroy Wander. However, Hater isn't totally a bad guy. While he loves being evil, it's implied part of the reason he is evil is he is very insecure, and he compensates for that by acting mean and scary. All in all, what Hater really wants is respect and recognition, and it goes hand in hand with villainy since he achieves that out of fear and hatred. Wander can see the potential for goodness deep inside of him, and tries so desperately to be his friend and turn Hater's life around. But he isn't having any of that. At least, not for now. Commander Peepers is the eyeball with the lightning bolt gladiator helmet. Not to be confused with the many eyeballs with the lightning bolt beanies. He is Hater's second in command, and manages all the behind the scenes and more nerdy work into running the Hater Empire. Despite his vast intelligence, Peepers is not very good at being on the front lines, and often gets his ass, or eyeball, kicked. He is extremely devoted to Hater and his cause, but he is also extremely scared of him and rarely speaks out of turn, even when Hater acts irrationally. However, all of this changes in Season 2. He becomes a certified badass who isn't afraid to call out Hater on his bullshit and acts more like a strict parent to him, trying to get him back on track to becoming the greatest in the galaxy instead of trying to destroy Wander. Now that all that is taken care of, let's get on with these reviews already! We begin our show with The Greatest. In this episode, Lord Hater's about to take over the planet of Bingleborp when Wander and Sylvia come into the picture and go up against him for the first time. This episode does a very good job at the thing that debut episodes of shows are supposed to do. Introduce the characters, their personalities and ambitions, and giving the viewer a general idea of what the show is all about. All too often, shows just kind of throw you in the middle of their world and expect you to figure it out for yourself as you go along. Which at least isn't as bad as when shows put their origin episodes as season finales. So The Greatest, while not, The Greatest, does perfectly what the first episode of a show should do. First things first, all the planets in this show are really fucking small. Yeah, it's like Super Mario Galaxy up in here. Wasn't there some obscure little kid show with these kinds of planets too? These two aliens had like a flying sofa or some shit? Yep, there it is. Tiny planets. Okay, moving on.
Hip hop hooray! What a wonderful day!
Thanks, Haiti. Saved all of us from diabetes. I'm glad we have this scene, because it is the only time we ever get to see Hater's process for conquering planets and just how ruthless he is. Or again, was. Your career as a villain is all downhill after this, Haiti. And there's our hero and his steed, right on time. Bingleborp, your savior is...
Wow! What a neat little town! There's a little park and cute little buildings.
Oh, everywhere we go, he's conquering planets, taking over towns, and just being a flarf, gnarbling, no fun having jerk. Oh! Ooh, this guy makes me so mad. I just want to go to his bony little face and... Ah! 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 But come on, you gotta be crazy to try and stop Hater.
Alright, Sylvia's rant shows that they have definitely heard of Hater, and they've seen him conquer planets countless times, but this is the first time they've actually up and confronted him.
I mean, don't you just wish that sometimes the constant Hate's great, best villain, taste cake, it's filling, fix cake, needs drilling, date cake, she's willing, would just stop?
Just want to show this part because not only are Wander's versions of it brilliant, but to drop some trivia, Hate's Great Best Villain is based on the old slogan, Tastes Great Less Villain, for Miller Lite beer. How about that? Wait, what the hell? How the fuck are they eating ice cream? Their faces, eyes, whatever, are just rubbing up against it and splashing it off. Hell, their face eyes aren't even touching the ice cream in the first place.
You are so cute, I can't stand it!
Meeting peepers for the first time be like,
Say cheese!
No, not the Flash, not the Flash! Ah! Oh, my eye! I can't see!
shit, living eyeballs really are the worst kind of bad guys. Jenny defeats one in a similar stupid way.
Imitation! Destroying me!
Also, is that the Snoopy dance Sylvia's doing?
I have mangled the minds of millions. I have tempted forth torrential tides of tears. I have reduced the richest of republics to rubble and ruin. Because I am the greatest in all the galaxy!
Alliteration kinda gets me off, so I love this scene. It's also the only time we actually see Wander scared of Lord Hater. Shit, Wander is fucking strong with those string-bean arms. Also, this isn't the last time Hater will lend him a hand. Okay, if you are heading for that X in the corner of your browser right now, I don't blame you. That was terrible.
I'm so nervous!
What the hell, Wander? Are you groping Lord Hater?
Wow, what a neat surprise!
Unfortunately, these Roger the Alien-esque scenes with Wander are few and far between. I think there are maybe 2 or more 3 tops after this ep.
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you!
I like your sneakers.
Me too, Wander. This show has a weird fixation on giving characters sneakers because reasons. Was this some sort of sponsorship thing? Like with Sega and the soap shoes that I'm pretty sure nobody bought? Oh god, I remember having to do shit like that because I didn't have a turbo controller for my GameCube. Ever played Star Fox Adventures? Of course you haven't. You know a good game when you see it. Anyway, there's this strength test button mashing bullshit you have to do to progress through.
Hey, Hater! Final challenge for the win!
Last one into town is a rotten egg.
Please, sir, no!
Lord Hater, #1 superstar! I'm the greatest in all the galaxy!
This is one of those moments that hint at Wander's brilliance because he is clearly using Lord Hater's ego to goat him into crashing. But at the same time, it seems like Wander is doing it to have fun with him, so it becomes ambiguous just how aware Wander is of the danger going on around him. See how its tongue is sticking out and it's missing teeth? Yeah, the skull ship emotes quite a lot in this show. I love it. Other face ships need to do that.
Hi, sorry to bother. Just wanted to stop by and give you this. Congrats! You won that race fair and square.
Another glimpse into how Wander operates. He still gave Hater the trophy for winning the race, even though the race was a ploy to defeat him. So either Wander really was just not completely aware of Hater's actions, or he is just performing a genuinely nice gesture as a send-off of their first encounter. Or both. Hell, or both is a good answer to a lot of the stuff Wander does. Episode 2 is The Egg. In this episode, Wander and Sylvia have to get an egg back to its nest on top of a mountain while avoiding a dragon that is trying to destroy them. This episode is poor, let's just say that. Especially for the first Wander and Sylvia episode. It does delve into some more key points of the main duo, like Wander's willingness to help anyone no matter what the danger is, and how Sylvia has to endure the brunt of it to keep him from getting destroyed. Also, it has a dragon in it, and I'm a sucker for dragons. However, this episode doesn't really show off Wander's and Sylvia's friendship all too well. And honestly, Wander kind of comes off as a jerk at some points because he doesn't directly assist Sylvia, only lectures her. Damn, that's a pretty sweet dragon design. Totally nailed it. Some cool cartoons can't nail it like that, such as Adventure Time. I mean, come on, how am I supposed to believe that's a dragon?
Oh, don't you worry. We'll get you back to Mama, even if she wants to kill us. Yes, she does. She wants to kill us dead.
Whoa, kill is a strong word there, Wander. You mean she wants to destroy you and Sylvia?
Sappy, smushy, mushy, lovey-dovey silliness ain't my style. You're on your own this time, Wander. That thing wants to eat us, and the only way to get her to back off is to fight her off! Ah! Ow! I'll have nothing to do with this.
Well, poo-poo to you, Miss Punchy Punchersons. Who needs you anyway? I'll do it myself, with the power of love!
See, this is what I'm talking about. Their approach to solving problems are different, but Wander and Sylvia never butt heads like this. Especially not Wander. Oh, and also, there it is. There's the whole power of love name drop. Look, they're pulling a Ray and Drayden.
Why are we running away? We are not running. We are relocating. Now what, Drayden? Now we destroy this beast.
And let the shameless plugs begin! Sylvia, hurry! If you hatch it now, you get a heart hat that'll gradually heal your HP. Billy Hatcher, anyone? Anyone? Shit, that's some Sonic the Hedgehog level landscaping right there.
What is wrong with you? You've been flinging this poor thing around like a sack of potatoes. Do you know nothing about proper parenting?
See? Right there. Wander wouldn't talk like that towards her. He would know that they only have a small window of time to get the egg to safety, and he wouldn't be pussyfooting around like that. Oh, this is another thing that happens often. Wander loves to play music, and the songs in this show are really damn good. Not this one, though. Not this one.
And now you're shivering from frosty, freezy ice breath.
What the hell? Where did that come from? It's shown using fire and lava and lasers, but now it has ice powers too? Is this some weird-ass foreshadowing or something?
Baby's cold, sad to admit, needs mother hen to sit on it. And you have got the biggest butt.
And speaking of weird asses... Boom! There! Right there! Wander, you little turd, go and help your buddy instead of contributing to an overly long gag.
Good riddance.
Good job, Sylvia. You do know this is what causes birth defects and smoky progs, right?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Well, it's not gonna work. No cutesy-wootsy egg is gonna make a softie out of me. Just as soon as Wander sees his lovey-dovey plan go up in smoke, I will be back to doing what I do best. Kicking some monster butt!
Really, Sylvia? You're going to hold that above Wander's head? Are you really that spiteful? No, you're not. But for some reason, in this episode, you are. Okay, all bitching about characterizations aside, I gotta drop some trivia here. The creators originally wanted Wander and Sylvia to slowly warm up to one another over the season, which would have taken place after they first met, but Disney said they had to be friends from the start of the show. I'm wondering if their interactions in this ep is sort of a remnant of that original idea.
Back off, you thick-witted skink!
Thick-witted what? Damn, Mama scared the color right out of that bitch. Also, I like how it turns out Wander was right about the baby calming someone down. It just turned out not to be the someone he thought.
Oh, Wander over yonder, and check out this and that. If you wander over yonder, best be sure to wear your hat. All things that you will see, and you certainly will be free. If you wander over yonder, just you and me.
Speaking of Out of Color, all episodes have a credits animatic accompanying them. Usually it involves something after the events of the episode. Unfortunately, since they are aired in pairs, you only get, or rather got, to see half of them throughout the show's run. The other half you'll have to find online or something. This one is the show's true main theme called When You Wander Over Yonder, and it was originally going to be the actual main theme song, but for some reason we got a theme song that's as repetitive as it is catchy instead.